Good afternoon from AlphaCars. My name is Tom, coming to you from our Northampton location, and today we're going to be taking a look at this 2017 Mercedes-Benz E400 wagon. This wagon is showing just over 10,000 miles. If you would like to see a high-resolution detailed photo set, please reference the listing at alphacars.com. There you will also find a free included Carfax report verifying that this vehicle has had one previous owner, and said owner only drove the car around 3,300 miles per year, which is well below the industry average. There you'll also find a long list of technical data relating to this vehicle's remaining tire life, remaining brake pad life, as well as individual readings from each panel using our paint depth gauge. But today I'll give you a quick tour of this vehicle, show you some of its particular options, which are plentiful. This vehicle is featuring around $16,000 worth of factory options, and it's just an absolutely beautiful spec. So we'll start by looking at the exterior. As you can see here, this vehicle is finished in a stunning navy blue color. It's actually lunar blue metallic. In direct sunlight, it has this beautiful metallic shimmer to it, and it's got this nice deep blue that really comes out when the sun hits it just right. But it's absolutely stunning, and as you can see, the paint is in wonderful condition as I carry you down the passenger side of the vehicle, past the front fascia, where you'll find all to be in wonderful condition. You'll see this grille is in really nice shape. The actual radar sensor is embedded in that Mercedes-Benz emblem, and you can see a nice camera there. I'll get back to those in just a moment once we move to the interior. You see the headlight lenses are in perfect condition as well, with that beautiful Mercedes-Benz lighting design with the Mercedes-Benz script to be found just there. Again, looking at the paint, moving down the driver's side, you'll find no issues to report. Looking here at the rear of the vehicle, one quick note about these taillights: it's an absolutely stunning design. You're going to find this beautiful shimmer from this almost crystal-like surface inside the taillight. It's just that little bit of extra luxury and style that Mercedes-Benz puts onto these vehicles, as you would expect, and it really shows. All these little things add up to make one beautiful experience, not just driving, but on all aspects of ownership. As we look at the wheels, you're going to find these AMG 5-spoke 18-inch wheels, beautifully maintained. You can see there's no curb rash to be found. Same story on all four corners, and as you can see, the tires have plenty of life left. I'll carry you to all four corners real quick. Just verify that these wheels are in beautiful condition. And these wheels were part of the AMG Sport Package as well, which is another desirable option on these wagons, and it does just go so well with the exterior of the vehicle. You can also see a beautiful panoramic sunroof, which again we will get back to as we move into the vehicle. But next up, I'm going to move on to the interior, give you a quick tour there, and show you why this spec is just so unique and so desirable. Alright, so making our way into the interior, as I mentioned, just an absolutely stunning spec. You can see it's this nut brown leather when paired with this wooden trim that drapes through the dashboard and onto the door card, paired with this nice polished switch gear, as well as these absolutely stunning Burmeister audio speakers here on the doors. It just makes for one absolutely beautiful interior. Looking at the condition here, you'll find the bolsters to be in beautiful shape, especially here on the outside where one would expect to find the most wear in the entirety of the interior. And as we look at the passenger seat, you'll find it to be just absolutely perfect, as you would expect with a vehicle of this mileage. Now let's hop inside. This beautiful gauge cluster, and as we look through this nice flat wooden trim, you can see the way it transitions onto the door card. Beautifully designed, well thought out interior. You can see that nice cream stitching carrying over the door pull there. All so beautiful, especially when paired with this nice piano black accents and your analog clock, which is a kind of a Mercedes staple. You can see the vents as well. Beautiful minimalist design. You can see those small knobs to turn on or off your airflow. See, as I pop this center cover, you'll find a nice little cubby to keep your key just there. A couple cup holders, as well as a wireless charging pad, which is going to be super handy and convenient when going down the road. Next up, I'm going to start it. So of course the key is just there. I'm going to put my foot on the brake, and one touch of that beautifully designed starter button fires it right up. See the Mercedes Infotainment System begins to boot up. See satellite radio, an awesome feature on this particular vehicle. If I throw it in reverse, you can see this awesome camera system. Of course, it gives you kind of a view as if you were looking to the car from above. You can see all around the car. It's just unbelievable technology in these newer Mercedes. And as you can see, all of these different camera options that one could select. So you can see all four corners, looking out the front and the rear. Just out your front if you're approaching the curb, and if you're leaving an intersection, you could see left and right. It's just an awesome system, and it is in its own class as far as camera systems go. As you can see here on the left, you'll find a couple different toggles controlling different features on this vehicle. You can see the steering assist, which on the highway means you can, as long as you're paying attention and the car will guide you through, you can really just have your foot off of the pedals and your hands just resting on the steering wheel. The car will take care of the rest. That's also in conjunction with that lane keep assist. The third button in on the right there is for the heads up display, as you can see just there ahead of me. It's a beautiful feature, and it shows a bunch of different information that will be useful as you go down the road. You can also see this beautiful panoramic sunroof above me, letting in a ton of natural light. Really gives this car an open air feel, and you'll get an even better view of that from the rear seats. But next up, let's move up to the engine bay. I'll pop the hood right here because I would like to show you the lighting design at the nose of the vehicle here. See that awesome lighting design with the LEDs on those daytime running lights just draping through the headlight. A really beautiful look. So next up, looking into the engine bay, you'll find an incredibly clean engine bay. All of the plastics are in beautiful condition. All of the metals carrying across the front of the engine bay are no different. And as you look deeper into the engine bay, you'll find everything to be in equally beautiful condition. Clearly very well cared for, as one would expect with a vehicle like this one. You can see it's idling quite happily. I'll let you hear it uninterrupted. Just a beautiful engine, plenty of power, great fuel economy. Fits wonderfully in this E400 platform. We'll move on to the rear seating area, where you'll find an equally beautiful arrangement. So you can see those door cards. They did not cheap out on the rear seats. You can see it's equally stunning. Got this beautiful nut brown with that nice cream contrasted stitching, and of course the rear seats are in perfect condition. You'll also find a nice drop down armrest for your rear passengers with a couple cup holders that pop out without an issue on either side, as well as some storage. Inside, you can look up and see that huge panoramic roof. Certainly best appreciated from back here, and it gives you an awesome view of the front seats. Now, I'm about 6'4", sitting behind where I would comfortably drive this vehicle, and as you can see, I have tons of leg room, especially thanks to these nice cutouts of the seat, but it's not necessary. I still have plenty of room on either side, and I have deployed these awesome sunshades, which are manually operated just there. It's a wonderful feature for your rear seat passengers. Lastly, I'm going to move around to the cargo area. Fully electronic tailgate, one touch opens it right up. As you can see, we have these Mercedes carpets in beautiful condition, as well as a nice carpet for the cargo area. You can see the loading deck there is not scratched or gouged. It's clearly been treated with care. And you can see the rear seats do fold down with a 40-20-40 split. And you also have a nice privacy blind there to keep people from looking into the rear of the vehicle and seeing your cargo if you wish. Of course, one touch can either lock the vehicle or close the tailgate without issue. So if you have any further questions related to this Mercedes-Benz E400, please reference the listing at alphacars.com, and there you will find all relevant contact information. Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful day, and we hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.